Ladies and gentlemen, today we have actual ship updates. An actual ship update, one. 3.9, I kind of sat on this episode for a while because I was hoping like hell to get a PTU of 3.9. I wanted to get into the damn Prowler, and I wanted to motor around in it, and that was the footage that I wanted for this episode. But we got Mercury Star Runner instead. Early stages white box. Very early stages. Now, to somebody at CIG, this image is probably unremarkable, even a little cringy. You know, like, oh, I don't want to share it till it's polished, till it's done. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. But honestly, the problem with that philosophy is you're giving everybody a different kind of wrong idea. That it's lingering, that it's not getting done. When we see things like this, and we've seen things like this before, we've seen things like this for almost a decade. It's a very early white box. We get it. And we know what it is going to become, but we like to see the process. We like to see the progression towards that. We know what you're going to deliver is going to be 1,000 times better than a basic-ass white box model. We get it. But at the same time, it's just, I swear to God, it's this weird kind of cognitive dissonance, I think. It's just this weird blind spot that CIG seems to have for the perspective of the backer. Things like this white box are so great because it shows us the stages of the work. It shows us how things are moving along. Sure, some people are going to look at it and go, oh, well, what's that intake there? That doesn't look right, and blah, 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 because they don't get it. But a lot of us do understand, and we love to see this stuff. I mean, to be perfectly honest, do you realize how much more the fans would love you if at the end of the week, whatever ships that you're working on, barring the top secret ones that we're not supposed to, but we do know about, if you guys just sat there and just print screened on the image every Friday, just print screened on what you were working on and just posted all of that up in a Discord somewhere or just on a Twitter thread, whatever. Anywhere that we could see it, Instagram, whatever, doesn't matter. If you guys did that, you would save yourselves so much heartache and you would make things so much easier with the community if you did that. This little image that might be a complete throwaway that an artist might look at and say, it's kind of an ugly work in progress, but don't worry, I'll fix it. You don't have to, that's not our perspective because this is the first time we've seen it. For people who work at CIG, you see this stuff all the time. You see a million things that we don't see, even all the little minutia that you think that we wouldn't care about. Things that you wouldn't even think twice about releasing other than who would care about this. Stuff like this we really do care about because it shows dollars at work. It shows progression. It shows the ships that we love taking shape. And it is so good to see something like this. And I wish there was more of it. A lot more. And I'm not talking about what's gated behind the subscriber paywall because I see that stuff every week. I am a subscriber. Figure, because I steal a lot of your content, I might as well pay for it, I think that's fair. Okay. But things like this should be coming out every week. And not just one image, but 10, 15, 20. Just hit us with a deluge of images every week. It can be the Star Runner from 5 or 6 different perspectives. It could be guns that you're working on, things that aren't tied to some top secret plot point in Squadron 42. It can just be regular ass shit. If you throw it at us, we're going to be very excited to see it. It was cool to see today how you guys make the setup images for your ship sales. That was cool to see how you kind of stage those images and make the ships look like they're flying and fighting and all that. That's really awesome. But it's this kind of stuff here that I think that people are more interested in seeing ships come to life. I think that that would gain you a lot more traction with the community. This would gain you a hell of a lot more traction with the community if this was the Banu Merchantman. Let me tell you that. But, you know, seriously, all I'm going to say with this episode of CIG, if you happen to be watching, please, more of this. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. So if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest in Star Citizen and Squadron 42's development, please follow us on our social media channels. See you soon.